Look, just a year ago, my face was bloated. I looked tired, and honestly, it was kind of like soft. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I used to hate the way that I looked in pictures because I would always come out with like a double chin. And I was extremely insecure until I discovered a few simple habits, but yet super effective, that completely reshaped my facial structure. So in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down exactly what I did to go from that pudgy look to a more defined look in the facial structure. And this is gonna be without any of that gimmicky Instagram stuff. Like, you're not gonna have to buy anything. It's completely free. This is something you can implement like today. You could literally change your facial structure starting now with these tips. So let's get right into it. So number one is one that's super slept on, and that is to chew your food. Let's say I'm eating like a steak or eating some, like a chicken breast, whatever it may be. I make sure that I'm chewing each bite that I take at least 25 times. I know, that's gonna take you some time, and it can be annoying. I get it. I'm still getting used to it. I've honestly been doing this only for like a year now. And I forget sometimes. Sometimes I'm just, I get home from work super hungry and I just eat and I just gulp the food. I literally don't even chew. That's so bad for you. One, not only is it gonna improve your facial structure, but two, you're also gonna improve your gut health and you're gonna have a much better relationship with food once you implement this tip. So yeah, do this now, do this today. If you're gonna eat after this video, do it. I promise you, you're gonna get fuller quicker, and it's just a healthy thing to do for your gut. So it's a win-win at the end of the day. So tip number one, and then I would say tip number two, it's gonna be your diet. This is super huge because if you're eating junk food, you're eating shitty food, even if you're fit, I'm not even saying diet down to lose weight. I'm just saying, like, even if you're fit and you're eating junk food, you're gonna be bloated. So your face is always gonna be, have that pudgy, that bloated look where you don't have a defined, like, jawline or whatever. So the way you avoid that is by, again, just eating healthy food, de-bloating your body, and guys, at the end of the day, looks is health. So if you improve your health, you're gonna look better. That's just how it works. That's how the game is. I don't want to get too deep into diet because it should be pretty basic. What I do is I just do a high protein, low carbs. So that way, I stay fairly healthy. I'm not perfect, on my weekends, either on Saturday or Sunday, I would have like one cheat meal here and there. You don't have to be perfect with this. It's just, you want to make sure that you apply that 80-20 rule. 80% of the time you're eating healthy, 20% of the time you may not, you can cheat or do whatever, it is that you want to eat. So tip number three, and this is for guys who are skinny fat or fat, losing weight. Losing weight is probably gonna have the biggest impact out of all these tips that I'm gonna give you. A lot of people paint it as if it's like some type of exercise that you do with your jaw. No, at the end of the day, losing weight is the most impactful thing that you could do today to be able to have a sharper facial structure. So I actually, about 2 years ago, I was about 170, well, almost reaching 170. And I was actually hitting the gym at the time. I was just kind of like bulking up for no reason. And once I decided to lose all that weight, I'm now like 150, 151. And once I decided to lose all that weight, I gained some of that facial structure again, and I felt confident once again. So yeah, if there's something that I want you to take away from this video, is that tip right there. Losing weight and losing body fat is gonna allow you to have a sharper jawline, a sharper facial structure overall. Tip number four, pretty much everybody knows about this at this point, but it's a thing called MEWING. That is the process of you putting your tongue. So you put your tongue on the top wall of your mouth and you press. You see, like this is me kind of like without it. Look, me without it right there. And that was me with it. So like it basically, you're like working out your jaw, and that's actually where your tongue is supposed to rest the whole time, is in the top wall of your mouth. So you want to make sure you get used to that. At this point, I've been doing it for a while. Look, and something bonus that I wanted to add in, if you want to practice that. So I buy gum. I just buy like a packet of gum, and what I do is I take one, and then what you want to do is you make it like a little ball, and then you put it. Then what you want to do is you want to make it like a little ball, and then push against the top the top wall of your mouth. Do that for a few reps. I promise you, you'll feel sore the next day here. All right, and then last but not least, guys, this is something that you can implement today. I guess it kind of depends if you have a beard or not. So if you do have a beard, let's say you were unlucky like me, I have a pretty patchy beard. Like, my beard my beard on this side and on this side of the face is pretty good, but down here is super patchy. So what happens is once I grow out my beard and you see, once I grow out my beard and I leave those hairs there, it makes that illusion that I have like a double chin right there. See that? Because I have a bunch of patches there. So what I do is I just trim it down extremely low, kind of like how I have it now. And you know, that at least helps me a little bit avoid that illusion there. So yeah, you know, making your beard slightly, so yeah, make sure that you trim down the beard a little bit. And then what you want to do is you want to at least keep, so look for your Adam's apple and at least keep 2 fingers above it. And then just shave kind of like almost like a circle around there. And that's going to give a little bit more illusion on your jawline shape. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's some of the things that I did to, again, getting rid of that pudgy look. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I really hated myself at that time. I was extremely insecure. I didn't want to take any pictures, and it was mainly because of that. Every picture I would literally have a double chin. So I'm hoping that this helps you guys out. If you guys want like more in-depth videos on more of the things that I ate, the exercise, my routine, stuff like that, leave a comment down below. Just say like ready or something like that, and I'll send you a link to sign up for a waiting list for a program that I'm making. It's only gonna be for $5, and it's gonna be pretty much a 90-day transformation program, where for the next 90 days, I'll transform the way that you look. It's only gonna be $5. Like literally, just stop buying Mac chickens and all these other shit junk food that you eat, and just buy the course, log in, join the waiting list, and then once they come out, join that program, and I promise you, you're gonna get in the best shape of your life. You're gonna look the best because I'm gonna hold you accountable. That's why I'm gonna hold you accountable. So yeah, guys. Besides that, leave a comment, saying ready. Let's get right to it. Yeah, pretty much it. Peace.